Ocker 1964 here, another race course, Hexham, is it Hexham? Hexham? In my mind, I actually thought I might accidentally say Hexham yesterday. I'm thinking of doing this video. Kelso, even, not Hexham. I went to Hexham last month. I mean, Kelso. The 11th time I did Kelso in my life, and I was surprised with that many times. First time this year, which surprised me as well. I thought there'd been once or something. I didn't realise there'd already been twice this year. And then I met the station, West Jasmine in Newcastle, near where I live. And I got there and it said it was 19 minutes I first met one. I thought, that could be awkward. If I need to get the train to make a big tractor train bus to Kelso, I think I might just about be alright. I had more time than I thought actually, I think, because Met was a bit more or less regular on Sunday, especially mornings, early-ish morning. About until just after 8 o'clock in the morning. So I gave them some more time. Then it suddenly, as soon as I looked again, it's changed from 19 to 9. There's a lot more Nexus and Metro. It's just, I said quite a few times saying delays to service. I mean, as I say, I've got this since it started, basically 1980, with a lot of night train service, don't know what Metro is in Newcastle. And it was service after 2.5 years, and it was worse than that entire period, even with new trains. Yeah, we'll pay for my service. I think it's planned that though, but it's been a bit of a shocking service, to be honest with you, as it is. So I'm up here, Scottish Second into Scottish Borders National. It's a very, very good race here, as well, a different one. I think a £37,000 winner race has come in as well. I think that's a new race. I don't think that was here when I was last here. So I've been to, for once I can actually get to Kelso Central on Sunday without either missing 2 races or going via Edinburgh. The problem was though, the 6-7 bus is on Sunday very unreliable. Well, not unreliable, it's not like Nexus is unreliable. But more just irregular on a Sunday. I think the times of the buses were 8 o'clock in the morning, and they then stopped about 4 o'clock in the evening, which meant at this time of the year I could get the final 2 races because I could get the 4 o'clock. I could get the bus for 4 o'clock because the racing then not long after 3, and then it's at 3:15, something like that. But the problem I couldn't get there in time because I can't get the 8 o'clock bus because the first train on Sunday out of Newcastle is 8 o'clock in the morning, so I couldn't get a bus across. So it has to miss the first 2 races, or I'll later in the, well, more towards summer to extent, I missed the first 2 races. I missed the last 2 races because the bus would leave at 5 o'clock on a Sunday, and I could make those 2, but I couldn't make, but I could. So I could get the first 2 races because the bus would come. There's a bus after 8 o'clock, about 12 or something. Probably go back to Kelso. So I went the first 2 races, but I actually missed the last 2 races. The other 2 times though, I've gone via Edinburgh. We've got the Borders National once before in another meeting. So I've gone via coach from Newcastle to Edinburgh, train from Edinburgh to Tweedmouth, and the tractor train bus from Tweedmouth to Kelso. This time I'm getting it from Berwick, as that wasn't in place. It's a new thing for a tractor train from Berwick to Kelso. It's quite new, last year or so. I think £18 is rather expensive. It used to be £6, I think, return. And or enough, I only went to use it one way previously because I could actually get back to Berwick for trains from Kelso. I just couldn't get there. But it was, but it's now £18. That's a little pricey in my view. For a commercial bus, last time I got it, and I thought that had gone up in price. It was £10 return from Kelso to Berwick. But of course, I still go back to Kelso, of course, back again. But of course, I can't do that because. In fact, you can't do that at all now on a Sunday. You can't even miss the first or final 2 races, but bus times actually completely changed. And last I looked anyway, it was just an impossibility. So that's it. So we've gone there for the 2nd time ever. It's a decent field size. I remember a few years ago, Kelso, remember 6 years ago, Kelso complained about some decent prize money on, and basically Southern trainers basically weren't turning up, and it was. Field size were quite small, and it's still small today as well. Actually, it's not a huge string. So of course you've got the day before you've got Adrian Sandown, which I think to be fair more major meeting than Kelso is, even though it's a decent enough meeting. So that's that. So I've got Doncaster in the end of the month. Some bloke's looking at his phone and music. So distracted, looking. I was listening to music. To be fair, it's not more stupid than me talking to a mobile phone on the platform, is it? It's just distracting with him. It's occasionally enjoying himself. Yeah, I forgot it was a possibility. I talked to a few times with videos about going to Doncaster next Saturday for newest Lister race. Came in last year. I couldn't make it last year, and I forgot I was thinking of doing Kelso, and I just thought possibility. And that's it. I'm at Newcastle. We've got the Misnamed Ladies Day, which is so grand I couldn't half a ticket for, and I fancy really going to be decent handicap. But they just seem to like ones. A meeting and a plate. There's a meeting in Newcastle New Year's Day I'm thinking of doing. It's a most interesting meeting New Year's Day. The problem is, I'm going to thinking of some of these. The problem we've got with them is I can't get. It's getting there in time on New Year's Day because I'm at Newcastle because trains start later on New Year's Day. Same problem on Sunday with trains starting later. So that's a possibility. I was hoping that the Plumpton National and the Wincanton, Somerset National and Wincanton National at the Southern National. Was it Sussex National? It was Sussex National at Plumpton. Southern National was actually in front, well, I've seen that before. Sussex National at Plumpton were cancelled last year when I was going down for it, so I had to stay at the British Museum. Nice day, but wasn't what I intended to do. And the Somerset National Camp was a mess 2 years ago, and I literally booked one meeting. Wasn't a problem. Also booked the train for that meeting, and of course it was just nowhere to go. It was just going to cost too much money to try and deal with and change that. But both of us. Plumpton's got a problem being on Sunday, and I missed the first race. So the main problem is just the cost of ridiculously expensive for a train these days. Same with Canton. That's actually worse. And then they'll be struggling to get to Temple Cooper for the free bus. It has to go from Gillingham, not Gillingham, but Gillingham in Dorset. Maybe a taxi. The whole thing could be rather expensive. Possibly going to get an overnight coach at both meetings, but I don't get to sleep on coaches. It's a possibility, maybe. I don't know. I'm just sort of there's a few other meetings. I'm thinking of Hampton's a possibility. It's a really good meeting. But problem with Hampton, I get quite cheap train tickets to Carlisle, Hampton, but it's an evening meeting, and I have to get a coach back in the evening, and it's a bit of a hassle of that. And again, I can't get cheap easily on coaches. No, I had thought of going to Carlisle for a meeting. I think I changed my mind. Yeah, I was thinking of going to a meeting at Carlisle. And in the end, I think I left quite late. I only out a few days before we looked at if there's a meeting. A train cost a rather expensive for what the meeting was, which is only just sort of qualified. So the Newcastle meeting, as I said, New Year's Day. Yes, there was one sometime in December. Might probably go to it. Not marginal, but probably go to it rather than not.
In front of Admiralty House in Ireland, and dropping back to last was part of us.
The outcome of the seventh place, first number 2, Spectacular Sunrise. Second, number 5. Third, number 3, and fourth, number 4.
Yes, the makeup was a bit wrong. I decided to delay my train back when I was booking an advance ticket to have a couple of pints maybe in Berwick, and I'm realising now I'm here after the train bus at 4:25. It's between 7:13. I mean, kind of 3 pints probably. This is not what I intended. The weather's awful. I mean, I see. But you've got to get to one of either pub. It's not that long walking, not much more than 10 minutes. It's weather. It's not fun. And I was wondering whether we're going home. But anyway, you can't do that. That being the train ticket, it's not going to do that. So I'll go and find a couple of pubs. A couple of pubs I've been to before and I quite like, and I think I'll just see. There should be seats in one. There's always the argument about it's whether it's either people going to a pub to get out of the way, or they're not going to a pub at all, and hopefully it's a former of the two. Oh no, they don't. No latter. They don't go to a pub. I'm getting very old. They're confused. Got here, and I thought my train would be cancelled. Remember, it's the 5:13 train to be cancelled, not the 7:13. As in this train, it's running. But uphill. I knew it's going to be uphill. It's going to struggle for pubs in Berwick. I had one in one, pint in one, couple pints in another. It's uphill, 2:08, but the weather's horrible as well. Dear man, you're not trying to get a train, but it's a test. God, why not? And sometimes in some stations, there's stuff left on there, metals and Nexus. And just only some seems to be a station. That's run by Network Rail, basically. leave trains on when they're cancelled and just leave them on there, you know, on the timetable. God knows what, as in just 2 hours later or something. What's going on? It's nice. There were some nice pints, but my God, it's been hard work here getting here. The weather is absolutely awful. Some of the worst I've been in a waste meeting, frankly. But that's not been fun. The meeting's been okay, but my goodness. So I was saying, I've got Doncaster, just coming in now on the other side of the other platform. Doncaster on Saturday, and then Haydock, and then a couple of castle meetings. Probably something else in the future, but I don't know yet.